Hey guys, how's it going? We're back with more, Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. And, I don't know why I said how's it going when I normally say hey guys, Brennan here, but, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter. My intro's garbage anyway. Let's just get into the game, shall we? Okay. Let's see. I am pressing FN, which I should not be. Big brain. Okay, F1, there we go. Cool. Wow. It's a really great start to a video, guys. Okay, so we got Toko over there. Just, you know, free time. Gotta pick somebody to hang out with. I'm gonna go hang out with Mondo. Why not? Let's go hang out with Mondo. Leave the area? Yes. Although last time I tried to hang out with Mondo, I couldn't, so maybe I can't still. Okay, I can now. Or maybe I could... Who was it last time that I tried to hang out with but couldn't? I think it was Byakuya, now that I think about it. Which makes sense. Should I hang out with Mondo for a while? Yeah, sure, let's do it. You're kinda weird, you know that? You ain't afraid of me, all wanting to hang out. Well, whatever. You wanna go get something to drink? Mondo and I went to the dining hall and had some tea. Mondo and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Mondo a present? Yeah, let's do it. What would I like to give him? We have that. Donuts, birdseed, tea stick, cherry blossoms, rose whip, fastball. Those are items I can't give away, I don't think. I'm gonna give him the prismatic hardtack, I think. Just why not? There you go, Mondo. Huh? I can have this? Thanks, man! Does that mean you liked it? Hey, Makoto, what's your ride? Huh? My ride? Yeah, man, your hog! Your chopper! Your motorcycle! Oh, I don't ride anything. What? You're not a little kid anymore, right? And you still don't have a hog? God, you're such a fucking dweeb. Sorry? Alright, man, I'm gonna educate you. A real man rides Kawasaki, okay? That's what I ride. You ought to see it, man. The V-Twins got that monster power. It's like you're dancing. Of course, it ain't just for anyone. You gotta have the skill to handle it. You must really love your motorcycle. Hell yeah, I do! I'm a goddamn biker, ain't I? We're crazy as hell! Yeah, you're the leader of the biggest biker gang in Japan, right? Damn straight! The invincible Crazy Diamond Gang! Is that a JoJo reference? You wanna come on a ride with us? The monster sound coming out of that straight pipe. Hot damn. Straight pipe? Come on, you gotta know what a straight pipe is, right? It's like when something's missing, right? That's why it makes a monster sound when it's got no muffler, right? That's the only one that seems to make sense. It's when the motorcycle doesn't have a muffler, right? So you did know. Good. And that's that. Next time we ride, you ride with us. Man, that makes me think back to when I first started riding. My big bro used to ride too. His name's Daya. Daya and Mondo. Together we were the Diamond Brothers. Everyone up and down the country knew us. Of course, I was always the cool one. The Diamond Brothers? That sounds kinda incredible. The first time I went out, I ended up at the back of the pack. Eventually, the cops got on us, and they surrounded me. I was in some tough shit, man. So I pulled over, but when they came up to me, well, let's just say it was a massacre. A massacre? Man, Mondo, you must be really strong. Of course! You can't have the banner up for our gang without that kind of strength. In a fight, they'll go for the leader first. Kill the leader of the pack, you know? That's why the other gangs come after me. So if you want to be the leader of the pack, you gotta be a tough motherfucker. You'll see what I mean when we go on our first ride. Get ready for it. Actually, maybe it's better if I don't get involved in that kind of thing. And like I said, I don't have a motorcycle. I don't even know how to drive one. Then you can ride with me. Riding with Mondo? But other gangs target him first, right? No way! Hey! I said get ready for it! Damn! I am pumped! I can't wait to get out of here now! Mondo left, apparently in a pretty good mood. Crap, this is really bad. Even if I get out of here, I might still be in real trouble. Mondo's report card has been updated based on your experience with him. Your maximum number of skill points is increased. Hey, look at you go! Dragging my anxiety behind me, I went back to my room. Ding dong, ding dong. I have 2 open sodas. Good job, me. Wait. If I have 2 open sodas, that might mean that this is the one that I had left out like overnight and it went flat. And I was gonna go bring it downstairs and pour it out, but I didn't. So, so that one I shouldn't have drank out of. So that's cool. Totally didn't just cause a problem for myself by drinking the soda that was flat because I left it out overnight. Good job, me. I'll pour that out as soon as this video is over. But now that I know that, I shouldn't have taken a sip out of it. Oh well. Worst case scenario, I get sick, I guess. Sorry, completely sidetracked my video with that. Sorry. I think he said that, right? Yeah, duh. Gather in the gym. Why now, all of a sudden? I really don't like the sound of this. I have a terrible feeling. Okay. Let's get on out of here then. Hey Kyoko, how's it going? Oh, Kyoko, did you hear the announcement just now? Yes. I don't want to go, but we don't have any other choice, right? I can't imagine it's going to be good news, but it's not a good idea to defy him here and now. So I'm going on ahead. I really can't do anything except what Monokuma tells me. Sorry, guys. Just gonna keep going. Hey man, you about to head in? Yeah, Has everyone already gone on ahead? Looks that way. I don't like it, but nothing's good. Nothing good's gonna come from that ignoring that goddamn bear. Mondo? Are you sure you're okay? You kinda went all out in that sauna. Huh? Who went all out? That shit doesn't even faze me. I clicked that before I read it. Oops. There, at the edge of hell, a promise between men was waiting for me. Never saw it coming. Anyway, let's get our asses into the gym. Man, something unique must have happened between the two of them. Cool. Great. I accidentally clicked a thing before I read it. That's cool. That's fine and cool. Guess we're going to the gym. Hey, Hifumi. How come you haven't gone in yet?
Mr. Naegi, don't scare me like that!
Sorry, but we should really go inside.
No, don't go! You can't go! That's why. That's what my ghost friend is telling me.
I don't feel good about it either, but we can't just ignore this.
Damn, that's true too! I guess we have no choice.
I have to go too. Asking us to gather together all of a sudden like this, what could he possibly want?
Indeed. What might await us this time?
Cool, wish I could read. He keeps things interesting, that's for certain.
How is that funny? Can't you smile like a normal person once in a while? Like how the housewife on a classic TV show smiles at the end of an episode. There's something totally messed up with you if you can laugh at a time like this.
Which of us is actually messed up,
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing in particular. Just admiring, that's all. I don't want to kill anyone, but I also don't want to stay here living in blind denial day after day. I was just admiring how you could live like that and still keep your sanity.
I'm not in denial.
That reminds me. Remember how you kept talking about how the police or whoever would come help us? How'd that turn out? It seems to me there's no sign whatsoever of possible rescue.
That's just... I wonder what actually happened. It's strange, that's true. There's no way the police wouldn't know about it. We're right in the middle of a major urban area. The police suck! On the contrary, the mastermind may be just that powerful to take control even of the police.
Oh, this might not be related, but...
Then don't say it.
Nope, gonna say it. It's about last night. I was near the main hall, just staring off into space, when all of a sudden, I heard it.
You heard what?
A sound that... I don't really know what it was. What kind of sound? Well, like I said, I don't really know. But if I had to describe it, it was like a construction site, I guess. A construction site? I mean, I could just be making that up. I only just barely heard anything.
Then you definitely made it up. Must have just been the sound of the ocean in that head of yours.
Is this Monokuma? I think it is.
Say what? What you talking about, Toko?
Yeah, Monokuma. How's it going? He's arrived.
What Hiro heard wasn't the sound of construction, but it could have been an explosion.
Huh?
Or maybe a machine gun! That can kinda sound like a construction in a way.
What are you talking about?
Beyond this point, my mouth is zipped, my lips are sealed, I am fully puckered! It's a secret, little secret!
Fine, let's move on to what you can tell us. Why did you call us all here?
You don't beat around the old bush, do ya? Ready for me to get to the point, huh? But before that, you mind if I vent a little? I'm low on energy these days. My stitching's even losing all its shine and luster. I'm thinking it's probably because of this ho-hum, boring old everyday life. I'm looking for something with a little more stimulation, something rife with danger and intrigue. Listen, can I just be frank? The net's blackened hasn't shown up yet, and I'm getting bored. So, I've decided to come up with a new way to motivate you.
Motivate? Isn't another set of videos or something? Are you gonna show us some demented thing to try and drive us all to murder?
Drive you to murder? What a mean thing to say! Just awful.
I don't know what you've got planned, but we're not going to kill each other anymore. No matter what I do, I swear to God we won't!
That's very big talk. Do your very best to back it up, okay? Now then, with your permission, let me begin. So this time it's embarrassing memories and secrets. As long as you're alive, it's a given that there's things you don't want other people to know about you. So I did a little investigating of my own, and I dug up some of your darkest secrets.
And those embarrassing memories and secrets are all contained in the envelopes I have right here. I'm going to hand them out now, so take a second to take a peek.
As Monokuma spoke, he tossed the envelopes at our feet. I quickly snatched the envelope with my name written on it. I nervously pulled out what was written inside, and my entire body suddenly went rigid.
Makoto wet the bed until he was in 5th grade.
What?
How?
How'd you find out about this? Everyone started talking at once.
You have 24 hours. If someone doesn't become blackened by then, all your deepest, darkest, most embarrassingest secrets will be exposed to the world. Maybe I'll roll by a crowded intersection in a van strapped with loudspeakers and spill the beans. Yeah, wouldn't that be so embarrassing?
So that's what you meant by motivate?
Yup, you got it. There are all pretty unpleasant, trust me. None of you want me to reveal that stuff, right?
It's definitely something I'd rather people not know, but we'd never kill over something like that.
What did you say?
He's right. Your plan is doomed to fail. No one's gonna murder someone for this kind of thing.
Oh no. Is it because, for better or worse, your memory is still a way to connect to the outside world? I have stuff I wouldn't want anyone to know no matter what. So I assumed you'd all be the same. Which is why I put so much effort into preparing this next motive. Man, you're saying you really won't kill each other over this stuff? That just sucks. Well, what can you do? Okay then, in 24 hours I'll expose all your secrets just to make myself feel a little better. So sad, so depressed, fare not well.
With an almost convincing look of depressed dejection on his face, Monokuma receded into the gym's depths.
I didn't know what to expect at first, but maybe we dodged a bullet on this one. I mean, yeah, having those secrets revealed is gonna be totally embarrassing, but that's seriously not enough to give someone a reason to kill, right?
Good news, everyone! I have a brilliant idea! Why don't we all just confess the secrets in those envelopes right here and now? If we do that, any and all motive for murder will vanish. That's pretty smart, right? Okay, so my embarrassing thing is...
I don't want to hear your stupid story.
What?
Besides, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care what anyone says. I don't want to talk about mine. Neither do I. Not because it is unpleasant, but because it is impossible. Well, it's just human nature to want to hear it when you say it's impossible. Come on, it'll be good for ya. Absolutely not. It's okay, just a little bit. Come on, come on, come on. As I said. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! I said I don't want to talk about it, you human bag of lard! Yeah!
I agree with them. There's no need to discuss it. What do you think, Chihiro?
Sorry. I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to. I'm not super excited to talk about it either.
If everyone's that much against it, even if my bro's the one that suggested it, I gotta say no. Well, that's okay then. Either way, if it's just a few secrets, I'm sure nobody's about to kill anybody over it.
I hope you're right. A secret's so bad you'd kill someone to keep it. Nobody's got something like that, right?
Okay, I'll stop with all the secret talk, but each of us has 24 hours to get ready. Having our secrets exposed isn't going to be fun, but it's not like we're gonna die because of it. So, you know, don't do anything hasty.
The way you keep repeating it makes me worry even more.
Oh, okay, sorry. I know it's gonna be tough, but... Nighttime already, huh? Okay, let's all call it a day.
Good idea. We need to prepare for tomorrow.
I was left with an anxiety I just couldn't shake, but we left things as they were, and left things as they lay. One by one, we headed back to our rooms.
secrets or memories you don't want anyone to know about. A new way to connect to the outside world. Honestly, all that crap Monokuma was spouting didn't have any effect on me. There's no way anyone would kill over stuff like that. At least, that's what I thought. But maybe I was just being optimistic. Which is probably why, without too much of a struggle... Jeez, I'm more tired than usual. Super tired today. I fell asleep. But what I didn't know is that even then, a tragedy was taking place. Uh-oh.
Hey, do you have a second? I want to confide in you. It's about the prevailing world attitude right now. The difference between passive and active, I mean. For example, it's the difference between, like, oops, I killed him, and, yeah, that's right, I killed him. Amazingly, there are tons of people who don't understand the difference. Can you believe it? There's a huge difference between oops and that's right. You know what I'm saying, right? Anyone can kill someone in the heat of the moment, but surprisingly few can do it with calculated intent. To make that choice, then put it into action, it's way harder than just letting your emotions lead you. It's all about preparation, resolve. So maybe you're wondering, what's the point I'm trying to make?
Well, I'm not really sure myself. Maybe you should try reading between the lines.
Okay. Thanks, Monokuma. Morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. I was just giving it a funny voice because it was broken up in the text like that.
Nice reaction. I'm glad to see you didn't disappoint.
What? What are you doing here?
I wanted to spice things up, so instead of a school announcement, I decided to wake you up in person.
What the hell for?
Because it's fun. And as long as I'm here, I figured I'd let you hear it right from the bear's mouth.
Hear what?
Are you sure you should be acting this laid back? I mean, even though something happened to one of your buddy classmates.
What?
What? Your face is all blue like someone on the verge of death!
What happened? What are you talking about?
That's for me to know and for you to find out! Good luck!
Something's happened to someone. Was it? No, it can't be. There's no way someone would... But, what if? No. What ifs are pointless, especially now when... The dining hall. I need to get to the dining hall.
Makoto.
Are you okay? Did Monokuma talk to you, too? Hiro, Hina, Sakura, and... Byakuya. You're the only ones here? Where's everyone else? Either they're already off trying to verify what Monokuma said, or they've fallen victim to the something that Monokuma mentioned. The something? It can't be. It can't be. Has it happened again? Murder. After hearing what Monokuma had to say, the worst possibility forced its way into my mind. It took everything I had to drive that thought away. So if something really did happen, does that mean someone did it because of what happened yesterday?
It can't be. That stuff was just a bunch of old memories. Just old memories? Don't be so sure about that. Clearly, someone felt it was more important than that. Uh-huh. To judge someone else's values based on your own outlook. Do you realize how dangerous that is? Why didn't you say something yesterday? Did you already forget? This isn't a co-op game. It's every man for himself. It's a battle royale. What good does it do me to go out of my way to help you? Stop saying that already!
There's something wrong with him, for serious. Did he get brainwashed or something?
That's not important. What matters right now is that we find out what happened.
She's right. Let's all split up and begin looking.
The game is afoot.
Okay. Fuck. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. And we're gonna head this way. Hi. I'm gonna talk to Havoc, right? Hey, Makoto, honestly, what do you think?
Huh? About what?
About Byakuya. You think he's being brainwashed or what?
I don't know. You'd know more about that kind of thing than me, right?
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, you're some kind of psychic, right?
Listen, Makoto, I think you've completely misunderstood what it is I do. Okay, listen, fortune-telling is like... It's totally different from brainwashing or hypnosis or any of that pseudoscientific bullcrap. I need you to understand that.
So you expect me to think that fortune-telling isn't pseudoscience? Sorry, but I don't want to get yelled at. Okay. Let's take a look here. I think I ran past where it's supposed to go. Yeah, I did. Huh? The door's open, but aren't these supposed to be locked?
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Investigation? Just as I thought. Byakuya! Judging from what he said, there can be no doubt a murder really has taken place. Come on! In the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering as if talking only to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hands against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. What? I don't know how long it took for me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did... Oh my god, that was such a girlish scream! I love it! A wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me, like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand, most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen. Hey, that's very similar to how I'm watching this. Okay, I don't know what I don't know what that was supposed to be. I don't know why I thought that was funny. Sorry. I apologize to you for watching this. Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust? Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. The murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. I wish I could read. Or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head... Hey, I heard screaming! Did something... Ah! Chihiro! Ding dong, ding dong.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the hell was that? Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement! Then Chihiro really is... dead, yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room as everyone made their way to the scene. Felt as if no time at all had passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body. Damn, I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim! Which means we are now in the same position once again. Fuck, man. What the fuck is this? It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Yeah. Shut up. Okay, let's take a look around. I mean, I probably would have ended the video here if I if I had started, like, if I had distributed the time a little differently, but I feel like 40 minutes is a little too short, so I'm gonna just do the investigation in this video as well. Because my videos are normally an hour or longer, and I prefer it that way. And also, I just want to get this investigation done, so... A surveillance camera. The mastermind must have been watching as Chihiro was killed. They know what's happened, and they're still forcing us to go through with this? The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange.
But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kinda familiar?
A murderous fiend who kills again and again using bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer?
Genocide Jack!
Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings. Then, this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it is the work of the real Genocide Jack.
The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
There's no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised by their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer.
What is it now?
Toko! Hina was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there.
No. Why? 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 Why?
And she passed out.
She fainted! That did not sound good!
Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up! Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood. So she is hemophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films, then.
This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room.
No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like, on purpose.
Ah, so she didn't faint on purpose. It doesn't count. Gotcha.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up! As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. Yeah. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah. Okay. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of the truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? Yeah.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant.
It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me?
If you need help, I don't mind.
Taka, could you help me?
Huh? She totally ignored me. Just completely changed his voice for no reason, really. It's fine. It's fine. I did that for comedic effect. It's fine.
Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem with leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation. The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that. There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Right as rain! But don't take it as a bad thing, it's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works!
Then, it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? Then another one of us killed a fellow classmate.
What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want.
Okay, what? Okay, what? Pray to his balls? Okay. Very strange, but okay.
Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right?
Hee I sure did, chum. Allow me to present the next Monokuma file! I know just how much you must be looking forward to it. So please do your very tippy-top best on the investigation.
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other friends. I hate this. I can't take it anymore.
I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run. Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all this, are you not? How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon... What, do you want to die? Fine then, go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space. A dead body is... an object? Chihiro wasn't an object! Show a little respect or I'll beat some into you! Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko! If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro, then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat. Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people.
What?
I don't remember any rule like that. I just came up with it.
I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right?
The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. In any case, why not limit it to one person?
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility. Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial.
I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens. You need to shut the fuck up!
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop off Toko at a room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. Tot sweet. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife.
That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice.
Okay.
First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see what's going on.
The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma file number 2 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second?
Huh? Did you need something from me?
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know?
So what did you need?
I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation.
Huh?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case.
Solve? No, I just...
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation.
So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Now then, shall we get started?
But...
We need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around.
I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one.
Okay. Let's check that out.
The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. Okay, I thought that would be added, but it's not. Okay, whatever. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Okay, maybe I have to talk to Byakuya first?
If you have the time to talk, you have the time to start investigating.
Okay. Cool. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and... There's a blood stain! There's a blood stain on the dumbbell!
The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her.
Does that mean that this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
I don't imagine it could have been anything else.
Locker room dumbbell has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Strange. Hey, Mondo.
Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to do is get stronger.
Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once.
Sure did.
Which, I guess, explains the trip down here. But
Did she really need to get stronger that badly?
You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong.
I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff.
The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Hey, Sakura.
I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death.
But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here.
She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own by choice.
What makes you say that?
She'd been talking a lot about how she wanted to get stronger.
So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then.
Avoiding it?
Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us.
And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others.
So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else?
It's a possibility, I think.
Okay. Sakura's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Now I believe it's time for us to move on.
Huh? Already? New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. I didn't even look at the body yet, Byakuya! So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Is it this gun? Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. I guess it's the card readers. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right? Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that and quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. You called for me? Has he been domesticated? It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yeah.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for 2 people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter! And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct? Correctly correct! So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room, and only boys can go into the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there. As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations.
The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
Yo-ho-ho-ho! I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things?
Yeah, you're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Well, now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things. Get it? Got it? Good.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that there's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so,
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest your damn self.
okay. Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So they could borrow one of the dead girl's handbooks, or they could steal one, is what it seems like. Because stealing something means that they're not loaning it to you. So technically, you could even steal one from a living person. Although I don't think the act of stealing a handbook from a living person would be easy to do without them being like, yeah, this person stole it from me. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out myself? Yes. It always does. It's Byakuya. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... You're right! This is Sayaka's handbook! Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Main Hall e-handbooks has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Hold on a second. What's wrong? That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right? It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death.
You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault. Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey! What? What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure and is waterproof up to 1,000 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does? But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks. Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on. Well, I don't see any connection... That's Byakuya's voice. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook is added to the truth-bold section of my handbook. Okay, then this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? Okay, what's going on here? I did not mean to hit help. I guess I have to talk to Byakuya, maybe? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro? Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Okay. Then, you really think... You truly believe that Genocide Jack is the one who killed Chihiro? Absolutely, I have no doubt. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you Genocide Jack is one of us. Okay, basis. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence I need. Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really... Ah, hey you two! I don't know whose voice that is. Okay, it's Asahino. Cool. Big trouble! Need your help! We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me! Okay, what's the emergency? What's going on? This is a serious emergency! Please, please, you gotta help me! Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency! Okay, what's going on? An emergency, what happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya? Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure? I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina. It looks like she headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Okay. Toko is here. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Okay, I guess I have to talk to one of the people outside then. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, to see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff? We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Okay. I may as well give it a shot. Ding dong. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from beyond the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
Nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you. When you're somewhere in your room. Yeah, sure thing. Could you open up just for a second? Allow it. We won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago. Oh, drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think that the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Byakuya, you gotta talk to her, man. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean. Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. I don't think he's gonna be nice to her, though. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. After a few moments... Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Ah! Byakuya! I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on! Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise? Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her. Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. It's the library. The library? Come on, let's go in. Ba-ba-beep. Ba-beep-up-up. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here? It'll all make sense once you're inside. Okay. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too. I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay. What's all this stuff on the floor? Okay, I didn't want to look at the shelf. There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these things? Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Okay, let's talk to Byakuya. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Cool, thanks. I have to do everything. There's a ton of thick file stuff onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing that any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? Okay. This shelf is top tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh? That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up on for peeking in at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. Okay, is this different? Nope. Is it? That's nothing. Maybe this? Nope. Still nothing. Maybe it's on one of these side shelves, or power outlet. Is this box something different than the shelf? Nope. How do I do the thing again? Tab key. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges on the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Okay. And the other thing was the lamp, I guess. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before. Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right? That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's just... It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or, perhaps... the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on common sense, right? I just knocked my mouse all over my desk. Good job, me. But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, so why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible? I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my most recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf. This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, There are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that the victims are murdered. Is that when the victims are murdered, is that they're murdered. They're murdered. That's the two. Yup, got it. There's bloodlust written on the wall and that they're murdered. It's not a suicide, it is in fact a murder. God. Is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim? That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple. The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is... Such a brutal, fiendish killer is really walking around among us? Things are starting to get interesting, aren't they? I mean, his argument that it could be... that it has to be the real killer is kind of not great, in my opinion. Because it could have just been anybody who fucking read this file. It's in here. They could have read it. But whatever. I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Okay. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it? Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Kamatsu Nataro. Takafume Gono. Uchida Naohisa. Takeshi Masamune. Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killers, countless victims, were killed and suspended in the exact same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspects lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Oh, my hand's really starting to hurt. Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait! Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that? Come on. Enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly. As he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too, and the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Okay. I'm gonna head to one specific place first, before I head back to the crime scenes. Hey, Shimaru, I'll talk to you. Why not?
Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it. I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough.
Oh, I'm sorry. I feel bad for Shimaru, man. Let's go to this Bear Hotel. Okay, go in here. Huh. Okay. What's this? Is this a heat source for the sauna? But I don't think it has anything to do with the incident. Okay, never mind. It's not in here. I guess I learned that from somebody else. If that wasn't a big giveaway that I played the game before, maybe all the other times that I said I played the game before are. I'm mainly playing this on my channel because I love this game. Like... Like, that's what my channel is to me. Like, I just play games that I love. I mean, some of the games that I've played, I haven't played before playing on my channel. But I've watched playthroughs and stuff of some of them. I'll talk to Abby, I guess. Why not? Oh, Hina. How's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out, and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy, and I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course! Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts! Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused. Yup, it's true. And it wasn't just us, either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? Oh, was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? I mean, a little bit, but not really. Oh wait, maybe she was just used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Awie's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, let's leave. I mean, here's the thing. When I was really young, like a child young, I hung out with girls all the time because I had two sisters growing up. Well, I still have two sisters. Not like I don't have two sisters anymore now that I'm older. But I have two sisters, and I was just used to females growing up. It's not like I didn't hang out with guys, because I did. I also hung out with guys, but I hung out with girls a lot more than other guys. But then when I got to, like, I guess, like, 2nd grade or something, I just almost exclusively hung out with guys, so yeah. Just think about myself, I guess. Back into the game. There are all kinds of stuff piled up everywhere. I don't see anything noteworthy. Okay? I thought that this can, specifically, like, because it popped up, like, over the can, like, right there. I thought it was, like, this can, specifically. But no. I don't need to look at the security camera. I'm gonna talk to Celeste. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It is absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you and only you. Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really? This was right before nighttime.
I was just... Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps? What? How did you know?
The jersey sticking out of your bag.
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying. Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would ever happen. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. Jesus Christ.
That's kind of fucking awful to say, but okay. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Now, we head. Okay, there's a... I already went there. Anything else over in this area? Okay, nope. Hey, Fumi, how's it going?
Ding ding ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit!
Another stat increase for me.
Evidence? What did you find?
I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the lungs.
Steal the lungs. Jeez. Jeez! That was, like, really good skipping. That was phenomenal. Okay.
What I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs.
Are you sure about that? Okay, he's not going to tell me, but okay. We're going to go in here. We're going to actually take a look at the body now, because I didn't do that before. Although I don't think that really matters. I can feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body. Okay, yeah, doesn't matter to look at it. Cool. Hi, Kyoko. I didn't talk to you before. Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking. But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it? Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But... Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body, then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's handbook has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. Okay. It's the bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Okay, we already heard this. I just figured I'd talk to him in case he said something different. We've already talked to both of them. They probably don't say anything different. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug. Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. They don't line up with the file. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro.
And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Oh my god, just more and more stuff. Okay. Huh, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? What if they were? Why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. Okay, let's take a look at this. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the True Bullet section of handbook. Okay, I think that's all I need from the boys' locker room, and now I need to go back into the girls', but I accidentally went to the pool. It's really cool. Didn't mean to do that at all. I don't think there's anything in the pool that I need to look at. Okay, Hifumi, you can just not tell me what's up. I'll try to talk to you again on my way out, though. Maybe I can add the carpet to my thing now, maybe? There's a blood stain on the carpet. Could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. Okay, never mind. Hey, Sakura. Spent a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched? Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little bit of protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. I don't know why my brain thought I read that wrong when I read it correctly. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room, and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean, as if there was never a stain here to begin with? Okay. Disappearing stain has been added to the True Bullet section of your handbook. My phone keeps giving me notifications for games I don't play anymore. Maybe I should uninstall them, but whatever. Still nothing. Cool. What a jerk. Okay, let's head to the library, check out that file one more time. Unless it's not, like... We're gonna check the map. Is there a fucking... There's an exclamation point in the library. Okay. That's a little... Just thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Okay, that's not what I wanted to look at, though. I wanted to look at the desk lamp. Huh, the lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. The lamp cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. The last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Pyakuya was using the extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Library desk lamp has been added to the True Bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Let's look around in here. I think we gotta look at this shelf for the file. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Byakuya.
Ping pong, ping pong!
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial. You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Begin the class trial, or... It's about time to begin. The red door is right through here. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. I should have saved it in the hallway and then walked in on the beginning of the next episode, but whatever. Oh well.
So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind, or are we missing someone?
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is...
You really don't remember?
Kidding, I'm kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time. Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him.
I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around.
Also, I like that can't doesn't have a not exclamation, apostrophe. Wish I could speak words, but yeah, doesn't have an apostrophe there. That's cool.
Terrible. You're terrible. Phew. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road! I'll see you guys down there.
So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. Dang! And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Okay. Do I just click the thing behind? I want to get to a point where it forces me to save. That's where I want to get to. We have no choice, right? We have to do this. Yes. I give a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally it came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorated! Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good, good. You're rip raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial.
Yes, I want to save.
Okay. And that's going to be it for this episode. Maybe I should have ended where I said I would end. Or I said I might have ended at the beginning, because this is like almost 2 hours long but oh well. It's a really long video for you guys. Hope you enjoy. Or whatever. Honestly, I'm pretty much recording for myself, because I don't have subscribers. I have like 68 of them. But I appreciate those 68 of you that subscribed, even if you don't watch every single one of my videos, and I only get like 1 view, or 2 views, or 3 views on a typical video. But like, thanks for the 3 views, I guess. Or 5 views, or whatever. Like, I still appreciate the views, even if I'm really more or less doing this whole thing for myself, because it's just kind of something I do. But yeah. Anyway, peace out, guys. I will see you next time, and we'll do the class trial. Bye, guys. Okay, I forgot to do my hotkey. It didn't work, so now actually, bye guys. Bye guys.